pose. Oh, hi, by the way. I just post some stuff. There we go. There. Sorry, just looking at something. Shall we begin? So last time we did our first dungeon, and we picked up a role quest. Now, I've only got my Dragoon above 70. My White Mage, on the other hand, is getting there, and I did pick up Gunbreaker, so that's the closest I'll get with a tank to that. Still need to pick up Red Mage, but we'll get to doing all that. But while we're here, let's grab the main quest. Wrong tower. Well, I'm here already, so I might as well talk to this person. I don't know how he might be of service. I don't remember picking this one up. Here's a looker. Ah. In the meantime, yesterday I've been farming Praetorium and some other ones to get those irregular tombstones of lore, I think they're called. I already got the haircut, styled for hire, which I'm going to be using for Freya's hairstyle in Endwalker. Begging your pardons, miss, but do you perchance intend to head outside? If so, I would strongly advise you not to stray too far from the Crystarium, where it has that Eulmore has dispatched its military to Lakeland. Given the timing, one can only assume they do not welcome the return of night. Even now, the Exarch is in the ocular, delivering a response. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, God. Always gonna be some political bullshit, ain't there? No time for a turns, you say. I suppose that does explain it. It's hardly wonder they turn to drink. I'm sure you would agree. There's of such agony and despair. What's a man to do? I know not if it will bring him solace in the end, but nevertheless, I thank you for making the delivery. Anytime! Let us go to the ocular, since it's still in Crystarium, just for convenience sake. Once we're able to go out to the Lakeland, or once the main quest takes us out to Lakeland, I'll do that. Do the role quest. Because we gotta at least do one. We have to. I'm pretty sure it's required. And I don't know if I'm gonna stream me doing the others, but we'll see. Did I make it really that bright? Sorry, I put a filter over. Yeah, that does not look good. Okay, hold on.
You have come at a good time. As you may have heard, we have something of a quandary on our hands.
I don't know how to fix this, man. Default again. Turn up the brightness just a little. Let's just turn up the brightness a little bit. And then maybe we'll stop messing with it. There, that's good enough.
Laxon Loft here in Lakeland. Yulmore has sent one of its airships. They have questions for us concerning the death of the Light Warden. Their emissary makes his way here even as we...
The big boy? Really? He's coming?
I suppose
Here?
the sky does rather give the game away.
Indeed. It was inevitable they would come knocking. The only question was how soon.
And why?
My lord, I am come with the Yulmoran emissary. May I show him in?
Who is it?
A moment, Captain, if you would.
Who's it gonna be? What?
Everyone, gather round. I do not wish to show our hand prematurely. Forgive me this liberty. Vanish. Enter.
Is it the boy? No.
Well, well. The commander of the Yulmoran army himself. To what do I owe the honor, General Ranjit?
It's a bad-looking motherfucker.
The Light Warden is dead, Exarch. Were your people responsible?
Maybe.
You are clearly in some haste, my lord. But before I address your question, you must allow me one of my own. What is Yulmore's interest in this?
His benevolence, Lord Vorthry, is gravely concerned that the actions of an ignorant few may jeopardize relations between man and Sin-Eater. Should it transpire that the Crystarium is guilty of abetting the villains responsible for this outrage, my lord has decreed
Oh god, that's
that
weird.
it suffer the same
Don't do that. Don't mess with that.
retribution.
I see. Since you have been so candid, I too shall speak my mind. Regardless of who is responsible, the Crystarium rejoices in the Light Warden's death and welcomes the return of the night sky. If Yulmore considers this tantamount to aiding those you term villains, then by all means, carry out your retribution.
Doesn't even look that. Oh god.
Know, however, that even should every innocent soul in the Crystarium perish, nothing can stop that which has been set in motion.
Folly. The death of one or 1,000,000 Sin Eaters changes nothing. The world is dead, and writhe as we might, like maggots in its rotting course, it will not be reborn. Only by my master's grace may we live out our days in peace. But I waste my breath. You have made your stance clear. I shall relay your words to Lord Vorthry. In the meantime, you would do well to counsel any here who have done more than merely rejoice in recent events, to throw themselves upon Yulmore's mercy. Promptly. One last matter. We are searching for a young artist and his assistant. Know you of whom I speak?
An artist and his assistant, no. I cannot say I do.
What a pity. Should they reveal themselves to you, I bid you hand them over at once. My master is most eager to see them again.
I knew that was going to happen. Alright. High specs.
Am I imagining things, or did he just stare straight at us?
I fear he did. The General is not a man to be trifled with. He is a warrior of fearsome repute who has led Yulmore's army since before Vorthry's time, when the nation still spearheaded the fight against the Sin Eaters. One does not command the world's mightiest army, and for so long, without possessing exceptional instincts.
If Yulmore chose to send such an individual, we must assume this talk of retribution is more than an idle threat. While we are grateful for your support, my lord, we cannot in good conscience put your people in harm's way.
It is noble of you to say, Master Alphino, but my people have been in harm's way since long before you arrived. Yulmore has ever yearned to rule over what remains of the world. Even should we surrender the Warrior of Darkness to them, they would find some other pretext upon which to invade. The people of the Crystarium know this only too well, which is why, when the time comes, I am certain they will fight to the last man. If truth be told, I would not have been surprised had Ranjit declared war here and now.
He may have reason to delay. According to reports, the Yulmoran forces at Laxan Loft were observed taking a prisoner. A young woman believed to be none other than the Oracle of Light, Minfilia. It may be that General Ranjit wishes to convey her to Yulmore before commencing hostilities. Having mentored generations of Minfilias, it would not surprise me if he had made her capture his chief
New dailies and then living in PvP land? Sounds good. Yeah, I'm sorry. Generations?
Of course. How remiss of me. I had intended to speak to you of Minfilia. There is, however, much to say, and precious little time in which to say it.
Just tell me.
I think it best that you seek out Maren at the Cabinet of Curiosity. He'll be able to enlighten you.
Is the Minfilia we saw not the same?
Alphino, Alize, would you care to accompany your friend? You doubtless have insights of your own to offer on the matter.
All right. Though I'm still not sure I understand it all myself.
In the meantime, I will set about making provisions for war.
War. There's a timescape for timescape turned off when you got here. Yeah, I know. It didn't turn off exactly. They're just very close to one another. And yeah, I just want to know, when did Minfilia come here when she interacted with the Warriors of Darkness that one time? If so, then she must have been here a while. Oh. Hey, Sarge. Whoa. He doesn't see me. Yeah, he's been speeding through the story. Anyway. Alright. So we need to go to the Cabinet of Curiosities. Whoa. Yeah. Hello, Morin. Yes, if you're after books pertaining to the Warrior of Darkness, I'm afraid most are out on loan at present, experiencing quite a surge in popularity. What do I think of the new haircut? Looks good. I think it fits her pretty well. Hey, we should learn about the Oracle of Light. Then it would be my pleasure to assist. After I finished off some few outstanding tasks, that is, while I attend to them. Perhaps you could fetch me a book, The Illustrated Tale of the Oracle of Light it's called. Though it's intended for younger readers, it provides an excellent summary of the subject matter. The artwork is quite lovely besides. I would not hesitate to recommend it to anyone with an interest in learning about Minfilia. But you must see for yourself. The book should be located on the level below. Should, I say, for while there's a place for everything here, not everything is always in its place, despite my best efforts. In short, if the book is not where it should be, it will almost certainly be somewhere it shouldn't. So, good luck. You always seem to be giving me children's books, Morin. You have something to say? Does not appear to be here. All they had left after the flood. No, apparently they seem to have like a few books on it. But we keep doing fucking children's books. Alright, where couldn't it be? Could it not be here? It is not here. I see any ideas? Is there a step ladder we can borrow? Ha, get it, because you're small. Ha, small. Ha ha, small children. Ha. Tiny babies. They finally come to rest on a copy of the Illustrated Tale of the Oracle of Light. Got it. That's the book, is it? Ha, small. Ha, tiny. Have you found the book? Yes. Yes. Yes, this is the one. I hope it wasn't too difficult to track down. I'm happy to say I finished all my pressing tasks. If you want to call your friends over, we can begin learning at once. Learning time! Without further ado then. It began 100 years ago when the flood of light threatened to swallow Norvrant. Just as all seemed lost, a savior appeared who halted the all-consuming radiance, a maiden with hair of spun gold and eyes of clearest sapphire. Naught was known about her save that her name was Minfilia, and for delivering the realm, she came to be revered as the Oracle of Light. After stopping the flood, the mysterious maiden vanished without a trace, but 15 years later, her name would unexpectedly reappear in annals of history. Book. When Sin Eaters laid ruin to the kingdom of Volbert, a young girl was discovered who was immune to the creature's blighted touch. One with hair of spun gold and eyes of clear sapphire. She was hailed as the Oracle Reborn and came to likewise be called Minfilia. Enlisting in Morinari, this Minfilia fought and vanquished countless Sin Eaters. That's rad. Why the Umorian arm? Alas, like so many other soldiers, she eventually met her end in battle. Yet with her dying breath, she whispered unto her grieving comrades, Minfilia will return. And true to her words, some years later, another girl was discovered who possessed the self-same eyes, the self-same hair, and those self-same powers. She too took the name Minfilia. She too fought Sin Eaters as a soldier of Yulmore. Why Yulmore? She too fell in battle. Many more were to follow in her footsteps, and so the cycle continues to this day. The one we saw, that one didn't look like a fighter. And that concludes the tale. Really? That's it? This book sucks. By their valor and sacrifice, these women have saved Norvrant on numerous occasions. It's just 2 pictures. That's all it is. That book was just 2 pictures. They sound like formidable warriors. Some, perhaps. The truth is rather less simple. Though the Oracle was reborn with certain common traits, she does not inherit the memories or the knowledge of her previous incarnations. All of the Minfilias thus far were discovered as ordinary girls, unversed in the ways of war and ignorant of the power they harbored. There, more, you just didn't see them? No, man, there's only 2 pictures, man. This book sucks. While some embraced their fate and devoted themselves to training, others did not. But all were made to face the Sin Eaters, and all died to keep our hopes alive. What can you tell us of the current Minfilia? I don't fucking know, man. She was found by the Morinari Suntaran years ago and taken into their care. Or rather, their custody. She was a prisoner in all but name, for by that time, under Lord Valthry's rule, Umor had already abandoned resistance in favor of decadence. Minfilia was an uncomfortable reminder of the war they no longer wished to fight, a potential threat to the peace, and so they kept her under lock and key. So that part in the trailer, where Thancred is protecting Minfilia, is that him like breaking her out of jail? For a long while, we heard nothing more of her. We couldn't even be certain she was alive, save that it was in the Umorian's best interest for her to remain under their control. Alright, Sarge, have fun. But then, 3 years ago, a gallant soul stole into the city and rescued her from their clutches, just like a hero from the tales. Indeed. Well, I believe we now have a good grasp of Minfilia's tale. Thank you for your time, Morin. Might I trouble you for a word, Freya? Outside?
Yes.
Thanks, Morin. Why take the stairs? Stairs for losers. Seems to be for a chat. Alright, let's talk, Alfino. What do we got? As you have already surmised, the gallant soul who rescued Minfilia was none other than our own dear Thancred. They have since been roaming the land together, never remaining in one place for long, which is why we have not yet had a chance to meet them. We know that Minfilia journeyed here as Highland's emissary to halt the flood of light. It could only be her that the people of the first witnessed 100 years ago, the original Oracle of Light. But while there's plainly some connection between the woman we knew and her namesakes, the fact that these girls do not share her memories must surely mean they are not the same person. Thancred has to understand that. I have no doubt that he understands. The question is how he feels. Regardless, a Thancred we know would not forsake his charge. If she has been captured, we may be certain he will not stand idly by. There you go again, talking in your roundabout way. If you think we should rescue Minfilia, just spit it out. I mean, it just so happens, I agree with you. It's quite clear that Minfilia possesses Heidelin's blessing. And it wouldn't hurt to have a second such individual on our side, right, Freya? Quite. I see you've made up your minds. Argark, what brings you here? A report and a proposal. First, the report. Our scouts have confirmed that Umoran forces at Laxton Loft do indeed have Minfilia in their custody. For the present, they are holding her there, but we can be certain they will move her to Yulmore ere long. Should that happen, we may be forced to give her up as lost. So if you mean to act, we should do so quickly. Which brings me to my proposal. I ask that you entrust this undertaking to us, the people of the Crystarium. What? Are you crazy, man? Oh, man. That's crazy. Oh man, that's crazy, man. Oh shit.
Rescue, and with your combined strength, you may well succeed. But as I said earlier, I do not wish to show our hand unless absolutely necessary.
That's fair. What's going on?
'Twas not merely the night sky that you restored to us, but hope. Hope for the future of Norvrand. Unlike you, we cannot contend with the Light Wardens, but so long as hope burns in our hearts, we will fight on regardless. This I will prove to you.
So do they know? We can just say things? They know? Right? Everything's good? Or are we're like...
My friends, I thank you for gathering at such short notice. There is something I would ask you all. As many of you are
Having
aware,
said, you
I
cannot
received
kill
an
hope.
emissary from Yulmore a short while ago in the form of General Ranjit. To my dismay, the general condemned the slaying of the Light Warden, and warned me in no uncertain terms that, should the Crystarium cast its lot with the Warrior of Darkness, there would be war.
People suck, man.
Let none be
Excuse me.
mistaken. We would be hard-pressed indeed to resist the might of Yulmore. Some would even call it suicide. And yet my heart cries out to fight. Better that than relinquish the hope that swelled in my breast when I beheld the night
Titties.
sky for the first time
Crystal
in 100
titty.
years.
It's literally sculpted.
Or so says my heart. My mind, meanwhile, reminds me that to follow my heart would be
My
to risk
heart.
everything we have accomplished thus far. Clearly, this is not a decision to be made lightly, nor less alone. And so I put the question to you all. What should we do?
Picture.
My lord, you already know our minds. It brought tears to our eyes to witness the knight's return. The whole of Norvrand deserves the same, and not just because some children's story tells us so.
Yulmore's influence is far-reaching.
Was not expecting that voice.
Should war break out, trade would be subject to restrictions. The flow of goods will dry up, and we will struggle to make do with what little trickles through. But make do.
It's gonna take a while to somehow make this like Elgato display somehow
Why?
fit what's on my
We can
TV.
weather such hardships. Is that not the very thing the Crystarium was built for? We have always taken pride in our ability to sustain ourselves. Not just to endure, but to thrive.
When all falls down around you, rise up. Those
Gamers.
were your words. There may come a day when all hope seems lost, but even should the rest of the world give in to despair, we shall not. We shall fight on, that our children and our children's children might know a
Wow,
better
his
tomorrow.
eyebrows are tiny.
Rousing words apart, I never much cared for those Yulmoran bastards anyway. No better than common swindlers, most of them.
Yeah, fuck
Wouldn't
those
know a
guys.
fair deal if it came
Fuck
up
'em.
and kissed them on the arse.
Fuck 'em. Except the Chais, they're pretty cool.
Trust you to spoil the moment.
It appears we have a consensus. Let it be known that the Yulmoran host at Laxon Loft has taken the Oracle of Light captive. They fear the power she holds over the Sin Eaters, and doubtless intend to imprison her once more. So, I move that we rescue the Oracle, grant her a place among us, and let that be our answer to Yulmor's
Not gonna say it.
ultimatum.
Here, here!
Here, here!
In planning a strategy
I'm not
for
gonna
the
say it.
rescue, I open the floor to you all.
And there you have it. If Yulmor wishes to denounce us as villains, then we shall embrace our villainy. Will you do so as well?
We will not be outdone. Consider us your partners in crime.
It is strange how all the Menphilias seem
My
to go
lord,
into the
Our
Yulmoran
proposal
army.
is as
Were they the
follows.
only one with one?
We begin by deploying Amaro
Yeah, that
to
wouldn't make sense.
occupy the
There's-
skies over Lakeland. They should
people
serve
here
to
that
delay
fight?
the airship's departure. At the same time, we scatter dream powder from the air.
What?
Not
Dream?
all will succumb to its effects, but it should thin the enemy's numbers, affording us an opening to swoop in and liberate the Oracle.
Very good. See to your preparations.
They hunt dog every birth, they never call it hunting. Wow, that granny's got one hell of a fist. Did you hear the impact? Someone got shot with a gun.
And what exciting crimes would you have us commit? Speaking for my fellow villains, I'd say we're capable of most things, though we draw the line at indolence.
What's that smile mean?
If excitement is your desire, then I bid you join the guard. Captain Lena will give you your orders.
You're in the guard, but however highly the Exarch thinks of you, you will receive no special treatment from me. Is that clear? Yeah. Where's your salute, soldier? Oh, you picked that up rather quickly. Better, more spirited than the Exarch's feeble attempts, certainly. First things first, you need uniforms. Go to the crystalline mean and report to Catlas. She will see you measured and fitted. Okay. We go to the crystalline mean. Alright. And into a bun. I also went by a different name using an old name for completely unaware. Many characters in this game. I use the name Lena? Oh. Ah, and there's the last of them. Your friends are being measured as we speak. Right this way. We'll see to it you look your dashing best for your first outing. Alright, let's have a look at those numbers. Look at these numbers, baby. Impressive, huh? I see. I'm afraid we don't have anything on hand that's already fit. We do have a few that are very close. We should be able to make them work with some minor adjustments. Very well then, see to it and have the uniforms delivered directly to the field. I should take this opportunity to brief you on the mission. That's a map. Here we deploy tomorrow to scatter dream powder from the air. Once powder takes effect, an elite unit will storm the fortress to rescue the Oracle. For safe liberation is our sole objective. Engagement is to be avoided whenever possible. I assume we're to be part of said unit? Correct. You will be divided into two contingents, one deploying from Fort Job, the other from the Ostal Imperative. You and Alfred will join the former. You, Alfred, will join the latter with me.
Yes.
Information would be Stormblood changed my race and name right and went through the rift so I could start my journey on the first as a whole new character and then immediately met a PC with a nearly identical name to my old one. Yeah. Before you proceed to your positions, you are to report to Chetan. You know, that's Bagrix. She will issue you with a serum to ward off the effects of dream powder. I've had enough drugs in my life. Right forward to the imperative, so you may need make use of an MR for the rookery after you have collected the serum, of course. Alright. Okay. Yes, sweetie, is there something you need? Oh, one of the guard come for your dram, are you? Here you go, a dose of this will keep you firmly in the waking world while your enemies are off in dreamland. Sweet! Drugs! Now, if this is your first time, I should warn you, it's bitter as sin. Princess kiss, they call it, but if you ask me, it should be a crone's kiss. Just aside, this stuff is really is foul. Most people gag like there's no tomorrow, but if you don't drain every last drop, you're liable to end up taking a trip to dreamland yourself. So I must ask you to drink it here and now while I watch. Come on, give the old crone a kiss. Weirdo. Well done, sweetie. I'm proud of you. Why? Oh God. You know any better? I'd say you'd enjoyed it. And now you need fear falling asleep on the battlefield. Just have care you don't lose any limbs out there, right? They don't tend to grow back. Here's, I took the drug. Give me the bird. Yes, what do you require of me? Bird. I'm already taking it imperative, eh? Bird! Where are you coming over here? I fear you'll have to go by foot. Wait, there might be another way, assuming you're willing to lend a hand. Why does it look like that? Why does it just have a bunch of shit on the front? Deep gold weapons coffer! I was about to deliver an Amaro to Rediska's round. One of the locations meant the beast will fly for the operation. The tower lies along the route to the imperative. If near enough is good enough for you, you may make the delivery in my stead. Very good. I shall ready the Amaro for departure at once. Ba-bing. Let's go around to north and west. You can take the road or you can fly. It's up to you. On arriving, make yourself known to the sentry and she will give you further instructions. If you should become separated from the Amaro, worry not. The beasts are trained to return to the rookery. That is well. That is all. Go well. Bird! Oh, it actually... okay. Well, I'll do it later. I don't have to go all the way back to the rookery just to grab it. Is that the Umoran Fortress? Oh yes, the Raktika Greatwood. I've seen a lot of people on there when I looked at my friends list. You boys here? What's up? Oh, you're leaving that Amaro to us? Afraid there's been changed plans. We already have all the beasts that we require here. Said this one is to go to the imperative to the west. Please see to the handler on duty, Zayli Vanthu. If you encounter trouble along the path, return here and I'll set you right wise. Okay. I guess we're going farther in. Snow Fortress from Lakelands Pass. Umor is in Clusia. Well, I know Umor's in Clusia, but they have apparently there's like a fortress around here they're using. If that map was anything to go by. Maybe it's not. I'm here! Oh, Simar, thanks, friend. You may leave the beast with me. Alright, I want to talk to you. Say, I don't believe I know you. Did you join the guard recently? That's right. I'm new. New kid. Well, you made sure I have that, and that's all that matters in the end. I bid you welcome to the Alstal Imperative, one of our key strongholds in Lakeland. First thing you'll want to do is report to the captain. You'll find her at the lookout across the way. Got it. There it is. I should probably attune to that. So, let's go grab it. I think it's Lena up there. I see her white hair and ears. It is attuned. That rather than the armor delivering you delivered the Amaro. Oh, not thank you. I expect all my soldiers to make themselves useful. Speaking of which, I have a task for you. Yes. Hold on. Applewood spear, huh? What does that look like? Is it better? Item comparison. This one's still better, but how's it look? That looks pretty rad, actually. Oh, I can't, because of base item cannot be lower than that of the Glamour cast. Damn it. Fuck. But it's better. Fuck. Pretty good in that. Your initial operation, the Amaro will need to be treated with the same serum as us. As you all know, however, it is not pleasant. In order to coax them into taking it, sprinkle it on their fodder. That means it's defeated to them. A task I'm sure you will enjoy. Fetch the fodder from the Amaro launch and see to 4 of the beasts. Dismissed. I'm guessing these are quests that give me... Yep. Name it all if rules are made. Ah, instead of going quack quack, they go gui gui. You want the sphere? It's a little stronger than yours, and you can land the Applewood sphere to it. I mean, I'm gonna get it later, aren't I? I'd rather earn it then. Like, I'm pretty sure they'll be giving it to me later on, won't they? And this is the only class I have that's, unless you're implying I just keep it until I get another... You know, it'll be a bit before you get to the 76 quests. Let me think on it. Here, bird. Here. Grab. Eat. Eat. Happily devours the fodder. Keep jumping after every time I, like, summon one as if it's gonna fly, but then it doesn't, and I'm very sad. Gui? Gui. Excuse me. Oh yeah, I have my... How the fuck... How's my, Okay, we're good. We're on good health. You get that, man? Alright, thank you. Mars right at first, but appetite eventually wins out and accepts the fodder. Is this all I have to do? I just have to repair it? Okay. Oh, it's up there. Okay. Ah, there's the way up. Here you go, here's fodder. Eat the food. Reels at the smell? But eats it nonetheless. Oh, there's an Aether current right there. What does a level 76 lance look like? Alright. Now we're probably going to be grabbing the Aether current on the way down. Down. Oh, wait. Oh. But this one a little bit more up. Hold on. This doesn't seem very wheelchair friendly. I feel like if you were to get someone on a wheelchair up here, they just slide right off like a fucking skater and Tony Hawk. Just right off. And it'd be hilarious. Hilarious. What happens if we go to the very top? Do we get a prize? Jesus Christ, this tower is tall. What's my prize? Prize is a... Has it... Wait, what? Well, I'm not talking to that guy. Made it. Need a screenshot? Oh. Yo, I'll take it. Maybe I can use that weapon coffer for another class. Alright, grab the Aether current. Grab it. Ha-ha! Alright, now we're about to get another Aether current. Ow. But yeah, that lance looking pretty rad. Or is it we're seasonally knowing that some of the ugliest patches of are also looking as good as new? Familiar with the history of the imperative, perchance? It was built nigh on a century ago by the elves who ruled Lakeland in those days. After flood, it served one of our bastions of defense against the Sin Eaters. Yes, this fort's taken its share of beatings, but it stands tall this day, watching over and protecting the Crystarium and its people. And it's our job to keep it standing. Material and manpower shortages be damned. Of course, we couldn't do it without the generous efforts of volunteers like you. I reckon you have a real talent for repairs. Mayhap I could interest you in joining the guard as a full-time wall mender? I jest, of course. I've already taken enough of your time today. Thank you, friend. Be careful out there. Huh? Huh? Let me just... I'm gonna grab this blue quest, because I'm pretty sure it's another Aether current one. Travel. Okay, we're getting there. Alright, I'll do it later. How's my journal looking? 11 out of 30. Not bad. Lena, I did it! And I jumped off a tower. And survived. The rest have already been dove, so we need not fear any of our mounts are coming to the Dream Powder. All units have now entered the final stages of the preparations. The time is nigh. Make ready, and wait to point atop the watchtower. I'll send your uniform along as soon as it arrives. That is all. May night smile upon us. Fuck, I gotta go back all the way back up there? Fuck. Get on the horse. Dragon. Operation's about to commence. Stand ready. Operation, some of your gear will be glamored. Your attributes and abilities will be unaffected. Making some crafting turns and they happen to be food, but I'm doing it as blacksmith. Yes, I made this food. Lamp on hammer, like any good dwarf, exactly. Yeah, that is definitely not the Minfilia we did. However, that dress does look familiar.
Keep moving.
Huh? What? That's a fucking bird? Fucking
What
bird?
now?
That's a weird bird. Those are birds.
The Crystarium at a guess. Desperate fools. It'll take more than a handful of overgrown lizards to ground us.
Damn, dude, she's looking young. And I'm sure Thancred's somewhere around here. He's usually good at keeping hidden. Crystallized nerve gas. If it was nerve gas, they'd be dead. Damn, Freya, you're looking good. Actually, she actually does look really good in that. She pulls it off actually really well. So.
Captain, the powder has taken effect.
It is time. Let us free the Oracle from their clutches.
Get on board. But yeah, Fidelis, I'll take you up on that offer for the lance. Alright, what do we have to do? Oh, sorry. Damn, Frey, you're looking good. Alright.
For the Crystarium!
Pixie quests, I assume that's like a beast tribe quest. Where's Allie say? Yeah. There she is. Damn, girl, you pulling that off as well. I'm gonna bump my... Oh, 75, nice. But woman for woman, we are no less mighty. Yeah! Girl boss. Unfortunately, dude, Namazu now. Is that what that set of quests eventually turns into? Namazu is a beast tribe? Huh. You're not alone. Boom. Alright, we move on. Hey, Morin soldiers. We got her. Shit, she's small. Fuck. What is she? Is she, the white mage? She used daggers? She a she ninja? I guess that would make sense. Thancred would probably teach her in that. I'm feeling you looking different. Oh, fuck. Oh, he's got a little dragon, too. Brazen thieves. You will regret coming here. I'm gonna beat your ass. Say goodbye to it. You just... Okay. Oh, wait. Will my main character powers fail me here as well? Yep, just us and your dragon. That might be cheating. I think that's cheating. Feels like I'm supposed to lose this. Oh yeah, the game is up. Okay, so this is where I lose? Okay. Oh, cool. Great. I'm healing right now as we speak, dude. Okay, fine. Cool. I will say that loss felt a lot more forced than the one against Xenos.
You boy, you bear a striking resemblance to the artist my master seeks. By all means, keep your counsel. You will all have ample time to confess your crimes back in Yule.
Tancred? 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 Yeah.
Thancred?
Damn, dude.
So, you are the wretch who stole her from us.
And what if I am?
What?
Pathetic.
Pathetic.
Vermin such as you are not worthy of the Oracle.
You guys are? What? Ah, damn, dude. Instant transmission. Bye.
Break!
Fool! You would see your city razed.
I would sooner see it razed than conquered. Suffice it to say, we are ready to receive you.
What now, Exarch? Will you face me yourself?
Oh, fuck no.
I think not, General. I've quite exhausted my tricks.
Yeah, if you just stand it.
You
Oh!
need to give chase.
Max,
Not
thanks for the
sign
raid.
when.
Now just stand there for 20 seconds as I teleport back to the Aether Rite in
To a
Crystal.
place where even Yulmor dare not bear its steel. Ilmeg, the fairy kingdom.
Oh, Meg, I heard that name around here. I think I saw it. Hey, Specs, how'd the front lines go?
To think that mountain of indolence still had the energy to unleash his hounds. Even the most pointless of conflicts may alter a world's course. And now the plan has gone awry.
It's the boy. Excuse me.
But how? How did the so-called Crystal Exarch bring the hero of the source to the
Yeah, it
Fels?
is. Still super tired from all that hero crafting.
As if I didn't have enough on my hands already. Then again, with a soul such as that,
Alright, that's one of the stream. Gonna get back to my normal hands tomorrow. Yeah.
there is another way. One which does not require bloodshed.
Not so long ago, here in the shadow of the northern ranges, lay the great kingdom of
Northern?
Verva,
This is where Ryanje is.
a nation with a
According to the
proud
Crystal
history
Exarch.
that the Sin Eaters cut short, just like all the rest. Since that time, these lands have become a haven for Fey folk. Dreamers frolicking amidst the ruins of a forgotten realm.
Ilmeg! I remember seeing people on my friends list be here, so...
We should be safe enough here. It's good to see you again, my friends. I don't know about you, but it feels like years since last we met. 5 of them in my case.
Yeah.
Why, it only feels like 1 to me, but long enough to warrant a more convivial reunion either
Thanks
way.
for the Pixie Travis. You're spending a lot of time, if you care about
What
this.
brought you to Laxon Loft?
Minfilia.
The girl, Minfilia, she and I were traveling together, hunting sin eaters. But as we were nearing Lakeland, she abruptly ran off on her own.
Minfilia.
I found her too late to stop the Ulmorans from taking her prisoner. And as I was considering rescue options, I observed that the Crystarium was on the move. So I consulted the Exarch, who apprised me of the details of the operation and issued me certain instructions. Should the situation take a turn for the worse, I was to see you all safely to Ilmeg. And here we are.
Orianger has called this place home for a while now. Yet we have never called upon him, I am ashamed to say. 'Twas only at the Crystarium that we met.
Hardly surprising. This is not the sort of place one visits on a whim. Happily, having trespassed on Orianger's hospitality for a spell, Minfilia and I have an idea of how things work around here. Sooner or later, the Ulmorans will come after us. But before they do, the Exarch bids us accomplish 2 things.
What is it?
First, rendezvous with Orianger.
Alright, cool.
And second, eliminate the Light Warden of this land.
I can do that.
So, Minfilia. What made you leave Thancred behind, if you don't mind me asking?
You. The hero from another world. I was asleep when I felt it. A presence. Someone I was meant to meet. They were close and I knew I had to go to them.
Now I've seen her outfit on the Final Fantasy
But with all
XIV
the
store
commotion in Lakeland,
under a different
I
name.
was afraid that Thancred wouldn't let me.
And would I have been wrong? Had I arrived a moment later, you would be back in your cell in Yulmore.
Alright, Dad.
And now we have Ranjit snapping at our heels. You really have outdone yourself this time.
Jeez, Dad.
I'm sorry. Thank you for saving me.
Oh, poor thing being scolded so.
So you guys, I just realized you guys didn't just call him Dad Crit because he's looking pretty good. You're calling him Dad Crit because he's literally acting like a dad.
Who said that? Show yourselves.
Come now, put away that frown and have some fun with us.
Dad look and dad energy.
Yes, let us have some fun. Loads and loads
You can get it.
Which way was it to Orianger's?
Skuditsu.
We've been there so many times, but I can't. Why can't I remember?
Damn it all. We're already caught in their spell.
Bunch of tricksters. Elmeg is a very kingdom more expected, is home to the Fey folk. The most prominent of them are the pixies, who have a penchant for making mischief. These powerful illusions play tricks on all who venture into their domain. By way of an example, they can make a familiar past seem wholly unfamiliar, or lead you to believe you're somewhere you're not. And we are now, I'm sorry to say, entirely at their mercy. I see you, Fidelis. Sweet Mac. Thank you. Right. Nice. How do I hold it? God damn it. You always do it like that. Why did they gotta make it hold it like that? Come on, man. Anyway. I'm in Villia. Alright, let's continue on. Looks like someone's fascinated with your mount there. The Make voices who just want to play with us. If that's the case, they should permit us to find their village, Lida Laran. Come, I have a seeking suspicion this path will lead us directly into their midst. Oh, and I should mention that Minfilia has been informed of our situation, with different worlds and our mission. You may consider her an ally. When should the next dungeon be? Alright. Tune first, ask questions later. Alright. Thancred. Here we are, with the pixies in order to be seen, knowing that their games have already begun, in which case... yeah, there's a variety of plant native to these parts with a distinctive furrowed tip. Looking grass is the same, so called because it can be used to spy pixies, believe it or not. I'll explain how I know all this later, but first I need you to help me find some. Oh, and if a voice call out you, in no circumstances should you respond. You will only subject yourself to further mischief. Alright. Plant. Where are you from, pray tell? Don't. Perhaps this is what I'm doing. What brings you here? Stone death. How boring. Still, picking plants at our village is as good as indulging in our hospitality. Who are we to turn you away? Stay a while. Stay forever. Whoa. Ingrid! Ingrid, help! Feeling a bit heavy here. Taking medicines are trouble. Apologies for subjecting you to that. Can I assume from your presence that you managed to find us some looking grass? Here it is. Yes, this is stuff. Thus armed, we should be able to see through the pixies' veil of invisibility, and seeing them is the first step to dealing with them. Come, let's gather everyone and put Urianji's little trick to good use.
Farasitha, Krakleath.
No, we're found! How did this mortal know our trick?
Fucking Irish.
Wait! I recognize their souls. These two have been here before.
Look, look, twins! How adorable!
Oh!
Lee, with us!
We have neither the time nor inclination to play. We have come to see Urianger.
Oh yes, Urianger, the peculiar one. In return for a place in Elmed, he agreed to a riddle contest with us for 7 days and 7 nights without any sleep.
Poor guy.
Oh, that was so much fun! We must do it again!
I'm sure he'd be delighted. Now, if you'd be so kind as to lift your spell.
Shall we?
Should we? Would we?
What now?
I don't know, but this is their home, so we must indulge them.
Right, we've made up our minds. We will lift our spell on one condition, that you first lend us a helping hand. Or 2, or 3. Once you've helped solve all of our troubles, we'll let you see Urianger. Pixie's honor.
Yeah. Can't trust that.
Well, there you have it. Pixie chores. I suggest we split up.
What's this new armor I got? Doesn't look too bad, actually. I can dye it, I can dye it. That looks pretty good. guessing I can't. Yeah, I can't use it. Damn it. Oh well. Alright. Oh, that's okay, that's 3 main quests. Alright. Oh, look at me, look at me, I have a task for you. Loran is our beloved village, and we want it to always look lovely. And it can't look lovely without flowers blooming, and no flowers bloom lovelier than everblooms. So here are some everbloom seeds. Take them and sow them here, there, and everywhere around the village. Simple as a dimple, yes? Alright. I'm here, please. Our precious children thirsty. I need you to bring them water. Lord, can you ask why the leaf men you see standing about our village? Adorable, aren't they? No. Now you need to go to the long mirrored lake to draw the water. Once you have it, see that our children have a good drenching. Oh, but be warned, the Froth make their home in the lake. They tend to play rough, so have care. Alright. For the flowers to bloom, perhaps I'll make pretty curtains out of them. I should probably set the Aetherite to my home point. There we go. Alright. Let's grab the other one while we're coming over here. Alright. Oh, I'm so hungry I may faint. Fruit, a little fruit will set me alright. Will you go and fetch some for me? Outside the village you'll find a hillock. 2 great bell trees grow there. If you give them a shake, they should render up their sweet, succulent burdens. Alright. Bless you, Wolfie. You did the sneezy. Helping us grow flowers, are you? They'll make this house look so much lovelier. There used to be a city of mortals here, a great big bustling place called Bovert or some such, but the Sin Eaters came and everyone disappeared. Since then, we pixies have been living here, and we've given the old houses our touch. Lovely, don't you think? Yeah, sure, whatever. Are you giving the Aether current one? Yes, you are. Help me, I beg you. My friend has gone to Loran, a place we're told we must never set foot in. I thought about giving chase, but I'm scared I'll run into that thing. You're a big, brave woman. You're not scared of such things, are you? So please, find and bring back my friend. Ken Guff is her name, and if you hurry, you might catch them before they get to Loran. Let me just get up here. Plant. Do any of these side quests give, like... No, that one doesn't. Well, let's turn in the first one. We're just gonna see if I can beat it before you reach the dungeon. You probably can. Alright, I planted. You've done sowing the seeds? Thank you. This shall help Lady Loren live up to its name, which means flower house, in case you weren't aware. We weren't always here, you know. We used to live deep in the lush forest. It was beautiful beyond compare. But almost all of it was swallowed up by the lights. For a while we roamed, but eventually we found a place that men had abandoned. Together with our fellow Fae folk, we decided to make it our new home. The land of everlasting spring. This is our home. It could be yours too, forever and ever and ever. Now thank you. Habibush branch. Most quests sync XP2, you get more XP the higher level you are. With no specific level requirement except 70+. Is that what the quest sync means? I was curious about that. Those are pants. Set that back a bit. You can see my cat. Hi, Minnie. What a good kitty. You're not supposed to be here. You're as friends, have your business with me. Ken's worried. Well, that's all good, well and good, but when someone tells me not to do something, it only makes me want to do it more. No one can stop me. Well, hey, wait. The warning Kengriff continues on in the direction of the Fizor Ryan. If you find him again, perhaps you can still convince him to turn back. Alright. Say. Too far away. I'm in the area. Okay, what do they mean too far away? I'm just not... No, this is it. Oh. Okay. There. Is that the beast that they're talking about? Your beaver speak is a bit rusty. The creature appears to want milk. Okay. Well, let's let's slow down here. Slow down. Alright, we see no signs of King Giff. He's anxious to bearing the bad news back to Lad Ken. Can I get an ice latte with yeah, I've heard probably seize your neck and just start throttling you. Breast milk? I mean breast milk? I mean breast milk? I mean breast milk? He's gonna follow me? No. If you don't value your life, please continue your sentence. Oh, go on. Go on. Say it. Say it. Do it. What were you going to say? Honestly, I'll put PvP in this game, but it's a lot of fun. Well, as long as it's fun. I guess that's all that matters. Grab a do water. Oh my god! These things look like a fucking Pokemon. Here's some water. Drink up. Oh god, it's pretty fucking bright for you guys. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry. Might be a little bit better. Or they gotta fiddle with some of the settings just to make sure it looks right at some point. Got it. Oh, I think I already got the new... Oh yeah, I did get the new press, didn't I? Excuse me. New thrust, which replaces the old one. Right in thrust. Right in thrust ready. What? How do you get right in thrust ready? If Fang and Claw is executed following wheeling thrust, or vice versa. Okay. Okay. Please let me know if the game's too bright. Here's some water. The drinky. Slurp it. I mean, I know it's like, it's supposed to be bright, but like... You wanted to stray mortals, but we grew attached to them and decided to take them in. You and yours would have been our children too, but the enchantment didn't catch as well as we'd hope. It's never too late, of course. Oh, okay. Fuck off. Don't talk to me. This is conditional proc, it's random. Have Blood of the Dragon running and use your combo. It will sometimes proc and replace your first tech in sequence for additional damage. Yeah. I guess just something to keep in mind. Oh, you can't see running. They went to where you found only a strange animal? The tale's true. Oh, King Goof. Why? Why didn't you listen? Oh, I'm so sorry. I shouldn't assume the worst yet. Maybe there's still hope. I just need to stay calm and think things through. I'll keep this one in mind. Look like a beaver. Tales are indeed true. It was the giant beaver of legend. Those pixies who encountered it vanished, never again to be seen. That's why we are strictly warned against going into Fizzle Lantern. Yet, though we know to fear the beaver, we know little and less about it. Whence did it come from, and to what end does it make us disappear? The creature is shrouded in mystery. What could possibly be its desire? Milk. It wants milk, you say? That must be the tribute man, though it's more pixies will meet a terrible end. Mortal, as someone who not only understands beaver but survived an encounter with besides, I would ask another favor of you. On the pastures you find a shepherd named Unhagan. I want you to go and ask them for milk and make an offering of it to the beaver. Hopefully this will suffice to appease its hunger for pixies. I don't think I need an earring. I think this one still does pretty well, so I'm not going to open that coffer just yet. Alright, let's gamer this one to look like the Upward Spear. Let's go. Yeah, that looks pretty rad. Hey, look, you're holding it correctly. So hungry. Did you get the fruit? Here's the fruit. Eat the fruit. Oh, thank you ever so much. You saved me. Oh, the Deep Gold Gear is slightly worse than Skaven, yeah. Yeah, saved me from my boredom. You should have seen the look on your face when the bugs came down. You've done me a great service, mortal. If there's one thing we pixies are serious about, it's having fun. Dull and painful things? Hate them. Sin Eaters are dull and painful both, so we hate them especially. You mortals try to fight those monstrosities, but there's no fun in that. Best to avoid them altogether, we say. I live rap. Hello, Dad Crit, I mean Thing Crit, I mean Daddy, I mean Daddy, I mean Daddy, I mean Daddy. How are we doing, Thancred? How goes it, Freya? It goes fine, I guess. So, a mix of menial tasks and pranks. That pretty much sums up my own experience. They have no troubles worthy of the name. How long are we supposed to keep at this? They're clearly playing with us. Indeed, whenever I inquire how much more there is to be done, the answer is ever the same. A little. I doubt they have any intention of releasing us in the near future. Urianji once told me a story about the pixies. They are born from the souls of those who died as children, or so it's believed. Though they don't have memories of their previous lives, the desire to have fun remains imprinted on their souls. And so they live only to play, keeping hapless mortals for their pleasure for years on end, sometimes even until death. In the past, when I sought to identify the true nature of ghosts, I came upon literature examining a similar subject. A soul was likened to a core that resides in the aether. Its presence is what differentiates us from such beings as sprites and arcane entities. Upon death, said core ordinarily dissipates alongside the aether that composed the flesh. However, it may be held together and bound to corporeal realm, either by the will of its owner or by means of certain arts. In time, the soul may regather aether unto itself to assume other form, or find newly emerged life in which to abide. The pixies may be one such instance of this. ghosts are merely souls without bodies. What does that make us? I think you've become that which you fear most, brother dearest. There's a skeleton inside of you. However, the pixies have come into being. If we leave them to judge when they are satisfied, they will never be satisfied. Maybe we must negotiate new terms with the creatures, but where to begin? It seems to me we would need at least one among them to sympathize with us. In the course of your chores, did any of you encounter a pixie who seemed even faintly amenable to reason? Not doing my chores, perhaps. Alright, you knew a pixie from before? Yeah, there's one guy. Not only are you acquainted, but you've entered into a pact? You might have mentioned this sooner! At any rate, I dare hope this will offer us a way out. Without further delay then, summon this Fio-Ul, if you please. God, it's so bright here. Okay, there it is. Voice rings out in your mind. So, my sapling has finally remembered about her lovely branch. But with such a half-hearted call, she may as well lot me off and cast me aside. I have no sapling. Oh, actually, please. Is that your idea of a recall? A sudden log could do it with more fire. Fucking. Oh, lovely kiss. Branch. Sucker. There we go. What?
You're late! Late!
I know, okay, I'm sorry.
I've been waiting for you to summon me ever since you came here. Waiting and waiting and waiting.
It's been like a few minutes.
But my sapling didn't so much as utter my name. Such a heartless thing she is. Cold and cruel.
I'm sorry.
And heartless.
Damn it.
Another self-important little brat. Just what we need.
Reminds me of my childhood.
Since you hated the first Hachisuo Mag. Oh.
Alright, I'm sorry. It was a joke. Honestly, just a joke.
At least he was about to throw hands.
How you called for me so earnestly, so fervently. I couldn't possibly stay angry at you. Very well. As your lovely branch, I will lend you my strength.
Cool. Oh no, it's Feo. Ooh.
Well. If it isn't Feo-Ul, the mold Feo. It's been too long.
Not long enough for you to think of any new games, though, apparently. If I were you, I'd be bored of myself. Now let me make something clear. That mortal is mine. No matter what you do, she will never be yours. Never, never, ever!
Oh, not even a bit. But what about the others? Surely we can keep them.
No. No.
No, you can't keep them either. They're for my amusement and mine alone.
Jeez.
And if you lay so much as a finger on my sapling, I'll scatter the contents of her bag all over your
Please no.
precious village.
Don't do that. What?
They'll be cold, hard metal, furry, festering food, stinky, sweaty small clothes, and all manner of other terrible and miserable
Stinky?
things. How would you like that, hmm?
All right. But will you not at least let us play with the twins? Just while the others go and see Urianger?
Aye, that's all we ask. And we promise we'll play nicely.
It seems we won't be joining you.
Aye! We'll reveal the hidden verdict to you at once.
That place looks pretty cool.
So this is the true Ilmaid.
Looks like it's ripped straight out of a fairy tale.
How are you feeling?
Better. I think I remember the way now.
Apologies for the delay. Shall we go and see Urianger?
Your lovely branch is useful, yes? So whenever you're in trouble, you must remember to make use of me!
Okay. Oh my god, let's tell him to live somewhere less annoying next time. Alright, Nat, we should be fine. Go and find Urianger. Earl certainly has a way with the other pixies. For humanity's sake, let's be quick. It'd be a shame to return only to find they had been made to play one game too many. Now the place we seek is the abandoned manor of the nobleman and scholar. The Bookman's Shelf is called, after the fellow's vast collection of tomes. An agreeable habitat for our friend, I'm sure you'll agree. If we follow the path north, we should find the place. Come along. That's when I'll be done with aiming and getting bodied tonight so far to replace all 3 games so far. Damn. Ah, there's 2 other ones here. Wollickdorf? Kinda liking how this place is looking. So you having fun over there? Here we are at long last. I gave you Urianger's humble abode. Come, let's see if he's home.
Urianger, Are you in? Unto a world weary of heroes, a hero wends her way. The Exarch did send word that thou wouldst seek me out, but ne'er did I imagine thou wouldst arrive so soon. Full glad am I to see thee once more, my friend, and none the worse for thy travails. Run along, Minfilia. We will meet you outside.
Why?
Another one for you to imbue, if you'd be so kind. I take it thou hast met with our other comrades already?
Yeah, well, not Y'shtola. Oh wow, I'm sorry, the screen looks very weird, doesn't it? That is not right.
That Master Alphino and Mistress...
Let me just, Of course he would do that. Deactivate, activate. There. Filters, the key, default. That's better.
It beginneth in earnest. The hunting of the Light Wardens, and perforce the war with Yulmore.
Yes.
Hark thee then to my words, and through them behold the vision that I did glimpse. That
He's been hitting the gym since he came here?
Calamity.
No, he's been hitting the books. That is his gym.
As I drifted hither to the first, traversing the boundary twixt reality and potentiality, I did bear witness to events yet to come. There I saw the combined forces of Eorzea and the Far East offering fierce resistance to the legions of Garlemald. So fierce, in fact, that they did begin to push the enemy back. Ilm by painful ilm at first, then Yalm by Yalm, and Malm by Malm in time.
Rad.
Yet the joy they felt was short-lived, for in so doing they did force the Empire's hand. Faced with defeat, the Garleans turned to a weapon most vile.
So if we win, they're just gonna fucking gas us. Great.
Its potency defied all reckoning. Once released, the gas took on a life of its own, wreaking untold carnage not only in Eorzea, but in the provinces of the Empire besides. From fighters upon the front lines to babes in their beds, none were spared.
She seems pretty spared.
And as the casualties became too numerous to count, so did the fabric of civilization begin to unravel. Nor did the land itself escape unscathed, for spreading from the site of its release, Black Rose brought death to the very soil. To survive amidst the chaos and upheaval, men came to live by the sword, the rule of law.
So Dark Souls, it basically turns into Dark Souls?
To the rule of might. Thus was the spark struck and the fire kindled, and swiftly did it spread as a blaze in a field of straw to engulf every corner.
Basically becomes Dark Souls.
Nations worthy of the name did then cease to exist. And those souls brave and true who might have risen to restore order
Ashen One. No! No, all your friends are dead. Again. So what you're saying is all I have to do is get out of that outfit.
Were no more. For the weapon spared not one. Not even thee.
Cow a bummer.
An endless age of war, begotten by the blight of Black Rose.
Shouldn't have done that Aether Current Crest.
Such is the
I knew
legacy
it.
of the 8th umbral calamity which I did behold.
I wouldn't have gotten the Black Rose data. Yeah.
No matter the cost, we must forestall this.
This is where I saw you die, Warrior of Light. Cow a bummer.
To that end, I have labored during my sojourn in this world, discovering in so doing the answer to a pressing mystery.
And then you got into Yu-Gi-Oh?
That of Black Rose's inexplicable potency.
This quest turn in. The thread of fate has been severed. Reload a previous save and continue in this doomed timeline.
Dost thou recognize yonder chart?
Looks like the crystals. The chart of the element.
Indeed. 'Tis a rendering of the elemental wheel, such as one might find in classrooms across the source.
Yeah.
As the chart maketh plain, our world is composed of 6 elements, in addition to which there exist 2 poles in fundamental opposition. Astral, the active. Umbral, the passive.
Anal.
As a reflection of the source, the first naturally compriseth the selfsame forces. Yet, curiously, there is a notable divergence in their nomenclature. To be specific, the denizens of this world employ not the terms astral and umbral. Thus was I moved to inquire what names said forces had been assigned. A simple question which yielded a most unexpected answer. Upon demanding the name of the pole aligned with activity and growth, I was told that as life's myriad colors combine to produce black, the people of the first had called it darkness. At this, did my mind begin to race. Yet 'twas only when I asked what name had been given to the pole aligned with passivity that mine eyes were opened to the truth. Peace and tranquility being as purest white, unmarred by color, I was told it had been given the name of light.
Okay.
That's umbral light and astral darkness, yes? I'm no etherologist, but it strikes me that the nomenclature of the first is rooted in the generation of the 2 forces, while our own appears to focus on their effects. Which makes one wonder, have we had it backwards all this time?
No, they have it wrong. Stupid.
'Tis indeed a compelling question, and one which beareth closer examination. Yet what knowledge we already possess sufficeth to explain the chain of events. The phenomenon of etheric thinning observed in the source is the consequence of light, the power of stasis, flowing in from the first to stifle the movement of ether within the land. And according to Master Alphino, Black Rose slayeth by halting the circulation of ether within living beings. Should such a weapon be unleashed even as the first were rejoined, replete as it is with light,
we would have a disaster of untold proportions on our hands. A calamity.
A big, not good.
Well, at least we have a better grasp of what we're facing. Our objective, however, remains unchanged. We are to eliminate the Light Warden of Ilneg.
Oh yeah, I was already planning on doing that.
Speaking of which, were you able to ascertain its whereabouts?
Aye. 'Tis all but certainly ensconced within Leargear, the castle which standeth
Oh, that
in
cool
the
looking
midst
building
of
with
the
like the little butterfly? Not the
To
little
enter
butterfly, it's a
said
gigantic one.
stronghold, we must needs turn to the pixies for aid.
Fuck.
Fortunately, I have become quite adept at courting their cooperation. Henceforth shall I accompany you, and do all in my power to ensure that my vision doth not come to pass.
Alright. Be much bolstered by Irianje's company. My friend, ere I speak of the task at hand, is a question I would pose to thee. What thinkest thou of mine appearance? Did you take up astrology? Indeed, though the night be lost behind the shroud of blinding light, doubt not but that the stars shine still. I have chosen to veil myself with their guidance, that I might navigate the sea of uncertainty that stretches before us. For a blessing, my prior studies of astrology did provide me with adequate grounding in the art. One time for myself, let's now speak of our task. How long will we be streaming? I don't know. Maybe an extra hour or two. As I did mention, if we are to enter Leargear, we must needs gain the Pixies' cooperation. This is a simple matter, presenting unto them a suitable gift. I shall procure a selection of viands that shall please their palates. Thancred, pray assist me in this endeavor. What would you have me do? Meanwhile, Freya, I bid thee obtain that which will please their eyes. In these parts there biddeth a vilekin known beauteous wings, the hawker. I shall lend thee a receptacle within which thou mayest capture a weakened specimen. Who the fuck's out here? There's been Philia. Huh. Zarji, will you not lend me a hand? You have some Drabendol, and I have a mind to decorate it, make it bright and beautiful. If you were to help out, it'd make it all the more special. First of all, we need some willow beads, a plant that grows in the water. We usually trade with the froth for it. Seeing as you can swim, you can harvest some for us. Well, next trial is my favorite one. You get to it relatively quickly. I'm not sure if I'll be streaming tomorrow. Possibly Friday, but not sure about tomorrow. But we'll see. And if I do stream tomorrow, it won't be for that long, because I do want to do stuff with like hanging out with my dad, watching stuff with my dad. Got it. Hi, Memphilia. Oh, no need to worry about me. I'm quite familiar with the manor. During our wanderings, Zank and I would often return here. It's where I imbue his ammunition. Now art returned. Wert thou able to capture a hawker? Ah, truly magnificent set of wings. I shall treat them at once to make fast their vibrant colors. Tancred too shall return anon, upon which I shall ready all the items for presentation. Pray take thine ease meanwhile.
"'Tis done. The pixies shall be well pleased with these gifts. Ah, lest I forget.
Arsite? Arsite?
White Auracite,
Yes.
newly forged for thy use. Our mission being to thwart a rejoining, we will most assuredly cross paths with those who crave the contrary, our eternal enemies. Thus did I choose to abide in this ether-rich land, the better to fashion a trap for the Ascian's essence.
May I come in now?
You may indeed, assuming you've finished.
I did as you asked.
That's my girl, thank you.
Oh my god. She do like the head pat. Literally a dad.
I should probably explain. Though my body remained behind in the source, its limitations saw fit to accompany me. Which is to say, I cannot manipulate ether.
Huh.
I took up the gunblade for its defensive advantages, but on account of my little impairment, I cannot imbue the ammunition myself. Luckily for me, Minfilia has quite a talent for it.
Minfilia, once we set forth, we are not like to return for some while. If thou wouldst choose tomes to take with thee, let it be now.
Really? May I?
Of course, my dear. Yet have care thou dost not add overmuch to thy burden, lest I incur Thancred's ire.
Well, I like this Minfilia a lot more.
Hast thou spoken to her of thine encounter with the Minfilia of Eld?
Well, I suppose now is as good a time as any.
Just gonna leave that on the bed.
As you know, I freed young Minfilia from captivity in Yulmore some 3 years past.
Alright.
Not long after, the two of us journeyed to the south of Armareng, to the edge of the Empty, where the flood was halted. 'Twas there that she awakened. The Minfilia of old. My Minfilia.
No need to explain further. My echo will tell me everything else. Context, it's coming to me.
Tell me, what must I do to bring you back?
My dearest Thancred, as I am now, I am no different from an Ascian. This child is but a vessel. One of many I have used that I might spread word of her enduring blessing and preserve the flame of hope. In my name, each has died, never having lived her own life. I have taken enough from these children. I will take no more.
But what of your suffering? Your sacrifice? This isn't fair! I will not stand for it. I cannot! There must be something we can do. Tell me!
Nothing. Lol, she said. Lamau.
Should the day come when this child grows weary of fighting and wishes to cast it all aside, then shall I take up her burden. But should she wish instead to become the master of her own destiny, then shall I bequeath to her my all. imbued with the strength that I reserve for rebirth, she may come to wield my powers as her own.
And what of my wishes? What of Flamine's? What of all the people who love and care for you and want nothing more than to see you again?
It is not their decision to make. It is hers. This child's. This Minfilia's. You have ever watched over me, Thancred. Now I ask that you do the same for her. Protect her. Teach her. Stand by her as you stood by me. There is much and more she does not know. She needs a guide to show her the ways of the world, or she will never find her own path. When the time comes, you will find me here. Until that day.
Minfilia, wait!
Goodbye, dude.
What happened?
Change the world. My final message. Goodbye.
And then she was gone. Minfilia, the girl, claims to have no recollection of any of it. I have told her many things. Where we came from, what we fight for. But of that day, I have not spoken. With the coming of another possessed of the blessing of light, the first hath begun to rise up in defiance of its fate. The question remaineth, however, who shall take up the flame of hope which Minfilia hath borne for so long? Whether we will it or no, the choice must soon be made.
I'm sorry I took so long. It was so hard to choose. In the end, I settled on just the one.
It's called 50 Shades of Grey.
Now, if all is in order,
Put it back.
Let us set forth for Leader Loran.
Oh, how did I get on these hallowed shelves? Oh, please, return it to thy where thy found it, please. Please. Oh god, there's some weirdo following me. Oh shit. Gotta get him off my tail. Oh, she's right behind me. Huh. No. Anyway, to speak on what we just saw, I am very interested in. I always like that kind of dynamic of like why should I take away someone else's choice just so I can have my way, kind of thing. And to have it with these two is very interesting, especially with Minfilia being a character we've known for so long, and this new Minfilia seeming to take that role. Your gifts are truly wonderful. Let me tell you, the milk and honey and biscuits won't last a day, and the wings were the loveliest we've ever seen. You've done us a great kindness, and it's fake us in return the gesture. If you desire anything else you need, but name it. Money. Money. So what is it that you desire? Rusty old coins like you mortals are wont to collect, perhaps? We are resolved to vanquish the Light Warden of this land. To that end, we desire entry to Lygia. What a strange thing to wish for. You might as well ask for your death. What if that is what you want? Who are we to argue? Very well, I shall speak with the others. You've clearly been busy, Ranjay, which is kind of to tell us what we've missed. So that was the purpose of the gifts. Is there anything you can tell us about this Light Warden? Aye, my lady. By any circumstances most tragic, the Light Warden of this land is our king and ruler, Titania. It was not always so, of course. Our king fought the first Light Warden that threatened our home, you see. Fought it and won. But all the horrible light that came out went and corrupted them, turning them into a new Light Warden. Now they're only king in name. Naught remains of the wise and just ruler that used to be. We had no choice but to seal them in the castle. The magic for breaking the seal we divided into 4 and wove each into a different relic to be kept apart until the time was right. And this dress is one of them. It's been in our safekeeping for years and years, but we decided to entrust it to you. Are you sure? Of course, custom demands it. Though you're most certainly going to your death, we thought we should at least let you try. That way, we get to watch what happens. Of course, you can't break the seal unless you have the other relics too. The shell crowns with the Floth, the stone scepters with the Numo, and the crystal shoes are with the Amaro. Good luck finding them all. The facts thus disclosed confirm mine own understanding. Our quest lieth now before us. First, let us hie to the lake, there to claim the shell crown from the Fuath. If we call to them before the untouchable gate, they will answer. Pixies are fun. Another Aether Current crest, I believe. Yep. Oh, this one has a cutscene. There's talk that an interesting mortal has come to Ilmeg for a Frostfang or some such. It's you, isn't it? Don't even think to deny it. I'm Ulthon, and it is my dream to become the most popular fairy of all. Why? Because everyone would fawn over me, and that would be really fun. Now, by way of an achievable first step, I'm aimed at becoming the darling of Little Rat. Everyone is so caught up with their flower smelling and their mischief making, they don't even spare me a glance. You travel to and fro, so you must know much more about this and that. Tell me, what must I do to become popular? Say the cleverest, probably. Cleverest, I think I know how I can do that. I just need to read lots of books, right? It just so happens there's lots of books in Uriaji's home, a place called the Bookman's Shelves. Alright, I'm going there at once, and you're coming too. I can't read your strange mortal writing, so I need you to do it for me. Oh, God. Alright. Continue on with the main quests. Fat cat chasing the legendary spirit horse, yeah. Hearken to me, O spirits of the water. We are come with an entreaty. Not in a talkative mood, apparently. I'm not exactly sure how the gate works. But the fourth are water spirits. Perhaps we should take our search into the lake. Oh, I suppose a brief dip wouldn't hurt. We all know Thancred swims like an eel. What about you, Minfilia? I can swim well enough. Thancred taught me. Excellent. What about you, Ranjay? I'm not sure I've ever asked. Rather than swim, mayhap it could be more expeditious to walk upon the surface by means of magic. He doesn't know how to swim. You too, Ranjay? That you should be a kindred spirit. Were you not my friend, I know some helpful tricks, and I should be more than happy to share them with you. Together we shall conquer the waves. Dude, you didn't conquer shit back in Stormblood post-story. You just jumped into the water and almost drowned. Oh well, aren't we a lively lot? And you have an entreaty for us, you say? An entreaty from mortals. What a treat! I and my comrades and I are on a quest to vanquish the Light Warden. So then we would humbly beg the loan of the Shell Crown, which we are given to understand is in the safekeeping of your people. Oh, is that all? Of course, you may have it. You shall have it. Just like that. What do you want from us? Oh, no need to be so suspicious. The crown simply doesn't mean much to us is all. Matter of fact, nothing means much to us, for Floth. It's over before it's begun, and we couldn't care less what becomes of the Fairy King, nor the world for that matter. Having said that, we do seldom have mortal visitors, and it would seem a shame not to make the most of you. Touch the untouchable gates, and come hither to our domain. Don Meg. In your tongue, it means forbidden realm. Sounds forbidding, yes? And so it should, for we are one with the water, our home wrought with ripples and waves and currents. Find your way through, give us thrilling sport, and we will give you the crown. But it's untouchable. How do they expect me to touch an untouchable gate? Alright. I think we're good to go. Do I have anything better? I think there's an earring. How is that going to be better? This is the pre-order gift, too. Item comparison. Oh, it is just better. Because I pre-ordered Endwalker. Alright. Let us go! Does it have you listed as Dark Knight? Did I do that too fast? Oh. Huh. It's like a fairy tale. Kind of reminds me of that one area in Witcher 3, Blood and Wine. Ooh. Hello, my baby. Yes, I am fighting Anthon. Ooh. Shoot in front of one of the tethers? Okay. Whoa. This feels like a trap. Just a feeling though. How could I have known that? Oh god, he's attracted to me. Anything for me? What the hell? Those look crazy. The next box turns around, there's an unmarked AoE. Stand to his side and try not to fall off the ledge. You'll know when. Okay. Oh man, he's looking kind of fresh though. Oh. Oh. That's disgusting. Come on. I can LB. I'm gonna LB. And of course. I'm pro. I'm back. Please work. Pretty good. Alright. At least I got something from this fucking dungeon.
Wilford! Wilford!
not hold back. But I would have it no other way. Seldom have I enjoyed such sport.
We have satisfied thy demands. Wilt thou now satisfy ours?
Of course! Of course! There it is, the relic you seek. Yours for the taking. Have care you do not break it, though, yes. You, my friend, you are mighty indeed, and pleasing to the eye besides.
And you?
More! I want to see more of her!
Oh no.
Yes! Yes! I can watch her forever!
Why don't we just make her one of us? Yes! One of us!
Freya is taken.
What a fine idea! Why ever didn't I think of that? You may have the crown, but in exchange, we will have you!
No.
Wake up! Wake up, damn you!
Hey, Ardbert. How you doing, man?
Ah, you're alive. Thank the gods. I don't know where you learned to breathe underwater, but it's lucky you can. I'm sure you had your reasons, but the first rule of dealing with the Fwath is do not deal with the Fwath. It's said that they are born from the souls of the drowned. Were it not for your little trick, you'd have joined them. Your friends are safely back on dry land, in case you were wondering. They'll be searching for you, I expect.
Thank God for the Kojin blessing.
That's the royal capital of the Kingdom of Verbert down there. It's seen better days. They were a stubborn lot, the Verbertites. Set in their ways. But once you got to know them, you couldn't find a more welcoming people. It always froze over in winter, being up in the mountains. So we'd pull up our chairs round the fire and trade tales over steaming bowls of lamb stew, while the street lamps burned hot and bright outside. All dead and buried now. Them and anyone else who might remember. Everything we did. Everything we gave.
What am I fighting for?
I wonder. I hope you'll have a better answer than this when all's said and done.
Oh, come on. Never seen this. I'm used to it. Hey, Oriandre. I'm here. I'm going back in. Nay, my lady, exhausted as thou art, thou wouldst only endanger thyself. I prithee rest a moment. There's nothing where we looked. Maria! Hi. I'm okay. I'm good. Dear gods, we're not for Sorbonne's blessing. But I need not labor the point. I'm glad to see you safe and well, my friend. Any idea how weird you were? To wash up on shore only to find you weren't with us? Oh, I'm forgetting. Here's your crown, your majesty. The flock kept that part of the bargain, at least. While there were certain twists and turns, our work here is done. With everyone none the worse for wetness. Oh, thank goodness you're still here. So then, is something amiss? Great big mob of mortals is marching to Ilmeg. Mortals with ugly weapons and uglier faces. They wouldn't happen to be your friends, would they? Rather the verse, I fear. The Umoran army, I guess. Meaning we can play with them? As much as you like, but just to be sure, I will return with you to confirm their identities. If they are who we suspect, we will require your aid. Happy news coming, then I'd say we'll be too, yes? You can't have one without the other, you know. Alright, just remember, we're not your playmates this time. I'm afraid you must leave the rest of the Relic Hunt in your hands. Don't worry, I've done this sort of thing before. Yeah, very well then. See you afterwards, my friend. The enemy is fast approaching, the times of the essence. We must needs accomplish our mission with all possible haste. Anyone living, you want to come? I think I'll be fine, thank you. I might go and hang out with my dad today, actually. I might do this quest, maybe, and then call it. The news surviving invited in these lands since before the flood. They are also the friendliest to men, and have served me faithfully whatsoever I have called upon them. Indeed, they are the source of much of the knowledge I've acquired in my time here. The path leadeth past my dwellings. Let us away. Though tomorrow, I mean, if you're on tomorrow, I might stream. Still have 2 places to discover. Hey, Wolf. What? What do you want? Come in here to hang out and then bark very loudly in my ear? Is that what you're here for? No, you're here for the food. There isn't much left, Wolfie. And I'm gonna eat the rest. What are you gonna do, huh? Push up my elbow again? Yep, that's what you're doing. Unless yonder cliff lieth Pla Any, home of the new moon. Others have gone ahead to scout the way. Come, let us follow. Yeah, I don't know how long this quest will take me, but if they're friendly, then it probably shouldn't take too long. Hopefully. And then we'll call it. You already had food! You ate! Dougie. Alright. The path striketh thee as precipitous. It is because it was once a mountain trail. Where the folk the lake now lieth, There was a valley in whose midst thrived the city of Vobert. It was only when the Froth came in the wake of the flood that the settlement was drowned. We stand now upon its former outskirts, grazing lands where shepherds once tended their flocks. But one cannot help but feel the pang of loss when faced with such a spectacle. One can scarcely blame the faithful for so altering the land. The blame for that lieth rightly with the light, a force terrible enough to bring an entire civilization to its knees. The entire world. That should have been allowed to rise up unchecked is the greater regret. Yet, in spite of all the tragedy which surroundeth me, full glad am I for the chance to be here. Towards these lands which brought together the warriors darkness and Minfilia, lest thou forget. Therefore, even were there no 8th humble calamity to forestall, it seemeth only right that I strive to deliver the first from its doom. Only right, I say, though such words ill convey the strength of my resolve. In truth, I can no more ignore the plight of this world than I can choose to stop breathing, and thus do I labor for those we have lost, for those we can yet save. The coming struggle promiseth to test us to our limits, but so long as we stand together, I doubt not but that we shall prevail. Ah, mortals, just as we thought. Hast thou business with us? Business? Huh, nothing so boring. We smudged you coming and thought we'd come to play. Now appear to be pixies of the later throng. My apologies, but we are in some haste. Mayhap another day. Oh, in some haste, are you? Then allow me to hasten you on your way. Tee. Uh-oh. Teleportation magic for mercy, we are not sent far from our course. Should the pixels find us again, however, they will most surely repeat the trick. We have not the time to waste, let's avail ourselves of an enchantment I have learned. Fey Cloak, 'tis a called, a most ingenious magic which rendereth one invisible to Fey folk, albeit briefly. Hi, Wolfie. Welcome back. Doggy. What do you want, Wolf? I shall cast the enchantment upon thee. Under its aegis thou art make thy way past the pixies and rejoin our comrades. Know, however, that the enchantment shall suffice to veil thee and thee alone. Be not tempted to employ a mount, as it will only serve to give thy presence away. What? Wish there was some visual effect. Wolf, bark elsewhere. And so he leaves. Pixies leave, disappointment writ on their faces. That is a weird little buggy thing. What took you so long? Yeah, I see. Yes, I'd say that's a valid excuse for lateness. You're hereby forgiven. Good news, a new village lies just through here. We'll enter as soon as we're around you to join us. Ah, mortals! Mortals are here! Lots of them! I thought you said Nemo were men's best friends. The poor thing was beside itself with fear. So it was beside itself, perhaps, but not with fear. This is unacceptable, unacceptable, I tell you, to have so many mortals appear at once. It's more excitement than we can bear! Greetings, Elder Widink. Tierney. It hath been a while. Bark in the other room! If you're gonna bark, bark in the other room! Right, we have my brevity, but time is against us. We are come to borrow the stone scepter of the Numo. The stone scepter, then you mean to lift the seal over yeah? That is unacceptable, unacceptable, I tell you. If the king is set free, none here will be safe. Unlike our fey cousins, we Numo have called this land our home since time immemorial. Leaving is unthinkable. Thus did full many of us lay down our lives to seal away our king when they were corrupted by light. If we do as you ask, our sacrifice would have been in vain. Just hand over. Don't worry, we'll defeat Titania. Just don't hand over the goddamn staff. But then you only become another light warden. It changes nothing. On the other, pray believe me when I say this woman is possessed not only of the strength required to vanquish the king, but of something still more valuable, a means to resist the resultant corruption. Indeed, she hath already laid low the light warden of Lakeland, all without succumbing to the influence of its light. She is yet a stranger to this land, 'tis true, but she harboureth the selfsame desire to see the Sin Eaters eliminated as we do. Wilt thou not lend us thy hand, that we might see thy beloved home restored to its former glory? You always have done right by us, Oriange. You have placed your faith in this woman, then so shall we. As you say, we want nothing more than be rid of the Sin Eaters. Be that as it may, this is not a decision to be made lightly. If we had time to deliberate, a turn of the moon, perhaps. We don't have a turn of the moon, unless we want to debate this with the Morinari. Elder, given all that is at stake, I cannot well expect thee to simply roll over and acquiesce to our requests. But even now, a powerful foe draweth near, and I fear I must beseech thee to hasten thy deliberations, that thou mightest fetch us the scepter while there is yet time to use it. Roll over? Fetch? You know full well that naught gives us greater pleasure than to render aid to men. You know full well, yet you speak the words of power regardless. It's unfair, unfair, I tell you! In happier times, it was our honor to assist mortals in need and receive rewards befitting our deeds. Since the kingdom of Obert fell, however, we've been starved of man's patronage. After so many years of deprivation, it is difficult to ignore such an earnest entreaty. Very well, Oriange. I promise to give you as swift an answer as I may. In return, I ask that you and yours remain here the while and bestow upon us your patronage. Is this arrangement agreeable? Alright, I should probably end it here, I'm afraid. I'm gonna attune to that Aetheryte and then call it. Well, still enjoying this. Even with Maros, they're one of the forest artisans. Oh right, I said I would start a fucking... Even the title says Royal Quest Start and we didn't even do anything. God damn it. Hold on. I gotta at least make the title make some sense. One role quest. God damn it, I forgot. Alright. Journal. Alright. So we're gonna do this and then end it. I'll even talk to him once and then end it. That's it. God, I miss flying. I gotta get those Aether Currents. Pretty sure I can get all the Aether Currents here, at least. It all seems open, so... Here we are, our proving grounds. You need only slay a beast of suitable ferocity for my very eyes to demonstrate your own. Naturally, we require bait to lure one out of hiding. Here's the bait. Oh, my lord, got your package here. Hold on, my good man. Here's your payment. Oh, this is the bait in question. Easier to have it delivered than to take a detour and pick it up myself. Rather more efficient as well. Time is money. Now then, you need only place it in the open and slay whatever comes to claim it. I cannot imagine it would take long for somebody to come hither. Done. I knew I was not the wrong way to come. Let's return to the Crystarium at once. Alright. Now we're gonna finish this quest and then... I should probably rename this when I upload it as a VOD. Alright. Nothing? No? Are you sure? It really isn't a bother. Oh well. Oh, very well. I'd like to return to our early discussion that of the virtue I've engaged you to hunt with me. Indra is her name, and she roams Norvrant in the guise of Renda Ray, fallen warrior of light and renowned hunter of Eld. She is a most elusive eater who has been sighted in every corner of the realm. Her whims are unpredictable. She has often been witnessed pursuing and slaying extraordinarily dangerous beasts. You can imagine the question forming in your head: why not leave her be? If anything, is she not aiding local communities after a fashion? Alas, no, for the beasts she slays rise anew as eaters, which pose even greater threats to the small folk. So you see, this one wretched sin eater is in truth sowing untold chaos by carrying on as she does, unleashing more of her kind on unsuspecting towns and villages all across Norbrand. Only you and I can stop her. So she was a warrior of light. Or nothing else. Never mind all that. Whether or not they were heroes or villains or whatever 100 years ago doesn't matter to me. Some truth is, Rendere was the greatest hunter who ever lived, and beating her at her own game would be an amazing feat, don't you think? And regardless of what the warriors of light were before they became Sin Eaters, that's what they are now. So we'd be doing folks a favor by killing one. Well, what say you, friend? Will you hunt Andrea with me? With pleasure. Things are formal partnership. I can see it now. You and me in the heat of battle, fighting side by side. The picture of courage and camaraderie. It's going to be grand. Naturally, it will take us time to study and understand our prey. Eaters can behave in strange and inexplicable ways, particularly powerful ones like Andrea. I have been doing my best to get inside her head, to think like a hunter, but it's easier said than done. Anyway, as soon as I have determined where we ought to begin our search, I will inform you at once. Oh, is the word lacking? My apologies. Next time I will see that you receive more substantial compensation. Now we'll end it. Alright. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all next time, which might be tomorrow, might be Friday. But until then, I'll see you guys. Bye.